What up, amigos? Welcome. My name's El Beardy. Today we're playing a bit of SP Tarkov. Last time we actually got to level 20. I don't think I acknowledged that in the last episode because I didn't in fact realise that I had. So we have mechanic level 2 now, which is terrific. We can purchase some more stuff from him. But most importantly, it gives us upgrades in the hideout. So we have a bit going on here. We were crafting some wires, so we'll retrieve those. Now that we've got mechanic level 2, we can upgrade the workbench. We probably won't do that just yet because space is a serious issue, so that will be our priority. We dismantled the wall, so hopefully we can start knocking away some of these debuffs that really just are no good. Med station. Do we have therapist level 2 yet? We do. I do kind of want to get this going because you can craft some pretty good stuff on the med station. And then 5 S-marches. Oh my god, that's so many. That's therapist, that's why. Wowee. She got a lot. Right, we are geared up to go into a raid. Okay, let's just have a quick look at... We've got some dailies as well. Surviving on factory twice. That could be manageable. We do now have... We don't have... Oh, we've got to do tough guy still on woods. I think that was part of the plan this time around, was to go to woods. So that'll probably be... We're not eliminating killer. Are you crazy? Ragman has his interchange tasks anyway. Survive on customs 3 times. That's doable, but I wasn't really planning on going to customs this episode. At least not straight away. So we want to do the secure folder in woods, that's right. So we've got meds in case of an emergency, but I don't really want to be using them. And then plenty of grenades apparently. So we're going to go into woods. Okay, we're in. So the plan is, if I can just get my bearings, I think we're over near ZB16. We want to shoot straight into the sawmill. We have a task item we need to collect in the sawmill. And provided that the scav boss isn't there, we shouldn't get killed immediately as soon as we walk into the area. Yeah, we shouldn't get killed immediately as soon as we walk in the area. And usually there's a bunch of scavs. So that would work in our favour tremendously. We kill a bunch of scavs theoretically without taking any damage, and we just extract with the task item. That'll be 2 birds with 1 stone. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's make some magic happen. Pretty confident there's not usually scavs around here. I have seen them recently. I was actually trying to do this on another account for a bit of practice, and was sniping from this little wooded area over towards the med base over there, and a couple of scavs decided to roll up behind me, so they do come out this way, but I think they have to be drawn out by gunfire. So as long as we're just running through, ain't hurting nobody, we should be alright. PMCs can come from that spine up there, they can come from up there. So we just sort of got to keep an eye on our right. So far, so good. Thought I saw a player down there, but it was just a bit of machinery, I think. Down to the old lumber mill we go. Now I'm going to take my time because I would rather, you know, get shot at and have a chance to run away and then find myself balls deep in the sawmill and then, whoops, there's a scav boss, you know? So Sort of edge our way in. Okay, not immediately getting shot at. Promising signs. This little shack here always has some goodies, so I'll just poke our nose through a few of these containers here. Ooh, a key. I like keys. Not a great key. I was about to say disappointed I didn't bring my docs case, but I deliberately didn't bring my docs case, and I'm glad I didn't. Okay, that might be PMC shooting at scavs. That might be the scav boss. Maybe? I don't know if he ever has a suppressed SVD. Whoop. That might be him. Okay. Well, we do need to get out pretty quickly now because our stomach's blacked, so we're going to run out of food and drink real quick. Luckily, we picked up that Tashonka. Oh my god, there's a guy right there. I saw him aiming at me. Yeah, they're chasing. Could be PMCs actually. I don't think Schnerman and his boys come this far out. Oh no, I don't think I'm getting shot at again. Well, this is actually not going according to plan. I've deliberately not healed up because I do want to try and still get 3 scavs. A little bit more of a challenge now that we're pretty banged up, but if we can be quick enough, it won't be an issue. At this point too, given how tight we are for space in the stash, I think dying's not the worst thing in the world. So if we try and get the task completed from here, you know, potential Hail Mary play, pull it off and, you know, celebrate. But yeah, if we go down, we've got another AK in the stash. Doesn't have to be an AK anyway, but we've got other guns as well. Pretty sure we've got other armour and such. It's not too big of a deal. You know, and levelling that stress resistance, as they say. He's making a bit of noise though. I can't pop a painkiller either because that counts as meds. So normally, if I didn't have anything to patch my stomach up, I'd just pop a painkiller and he'd toughen up. But that is immediate failure of the task, so not going to happen. What are we doing for food and drink? I might just nip on this Tashonka before we push this next potential fight. No, I'm pretty sure that is Scav Boss. I think that's the kind of gun he uses. Old Sherman. Okay, so someone's already killed the scavs here. Probably gonna get killed here. I did hear a scav to my left. No, I'm gonna keep moving. If I can't see him, he'll kill me. Well, we are running out of options, but all is not lost. There's often a bunch of scavs around ZB14. There's also sometimes players there, so we do want to try and avoid running into players if we can. And if we don't get all of our scavs at ZB14, there's also Scav House, I think they call it, over the other side. So we're still in with a chance. Surely that was not at me. That is concerningly close, and it does sound like it's aimed in my direction. So I am just going to keep moving along. Come down here, I've noticed scavs do sometimes get lured over here. Oh, there's a stem. Once again, can't use that because I believe that is a med item. I do really want to keep that though, so I might even just knock that one in there. I didn't actually look at what was in that bag. There's nothing. Whoops. Water's about to run out. We really need to get moving. I heard another one nearby as well. Oh no, jam. I threw a nade too, actually. Jam might have potentially saved me. Let's quickly top up some mags. He might come to me now. 2 left on the hydration though. We are in a bit of a pickle. Right, this is gonna get really hard now. Ow! He's dead. I'm gonna get one more before we fall over. We might not. Can barely see. Once again, painkillers would resolve this issue, but they will fail the mission, so... See if we can't snipe one off with a grenade. I think we're about to die here, I'm gonna be honest. Got him. Oh no, there's another one. Oh no. Don't kill me. I'm fragile. Oh no. I'm out of stamina. I don't even know where he is. I can't regenerate stamina because I've got no energy. Oh, help me, Jesus. Oh, God. Well, he didn't fall over. Oh, no. This is really cutting it fine here. We're in the extraction. 3 seconds. We did it. Whew. 3 scavs, no meds. First try. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Look at it all. Just an absolute mess. Okay. Use the grizzly to heal ourselves. Whew. That was terrifying. I can't believe that gun jammed. That is just not okay. So what, we want another 60... Hang on, one thing at a time. Hand in this task. There it is. So we've got Eagle Owl, Secured Perimeter, Courtesy Visit, and the Hermit. Many tasks. Now, Eagle Owl we could do on woods. Potentially. While I think about it too, let's just have a quick peek at... So I need quite a bit of those. I'm gonna do it though. So we'll make that butter. I don't have enough stash space, you're joking. Alright, that should be enough space now. We get the med box. There it is. So first things first, whack all of these in there. They're all meds as well. These are meds. Probably don't need those bandages. Nothing medical there. That's a med. These are all medications. Oh, we do have 2 junk boxes. There you go. Probably don't need all these splints either now that I think about it. Okay, so that's all of those. That'll free up a tremendous amount of space. Look at that. Okie doke. We're on our way. We are getting there with the space. Now that I think about it, I don't think I actually realised we had Jaeger level 2 either. Oh, alright, this is going to free up some space as well. Do one of these. Okay, try that again. Wrong trader. There we are. So we've got that one. We can now place any and all food items, there's none in there, into this container. I think we literally just used all of our food items to purchase it, but either way, that's a win. Did feel like we had a lot more than that actually, but anyway, tis what it is. That one can go there as well, I guess, or even whack it down here. I really need to tidy this end of the stash up at some point, but not a priority at the moment. Back to woods. Alright, we're back in. Food first. Ah, same spawn. Alright, food and drink back to 100, you bloody ripper. Straight into it. I'm still actually gobsmacked that, oh my god, we handed the task in, didn't we? Oh, I thought I didn't for a second there. I've done that before, and that is not something I wish to repeat. So, yeah, no, we definitely handed it in because we unlocked the new tasks. So, that's good news. Might as well loot up real quick while we're here. Yeah, actually pretty stoked we got that task out of the way, because that was one that, in my many playthroughs of this game, I've often struggled with. It can be a bit of a pill sometimes, just finding the scavs for one, and then not having to use meds for another. But, yeah. Bit of a sigh of relief, I'd say. I don't need that one. I am just picking up these attachments because we may use them, you never know. Weapon parts we probably don't use too often. They're a craft more than anything. But, you know, they might come in handy. Might end up just selling them. There's a helix. Literally just looting in the interest of potentially making a bit of money. So I'm going to follow the same path as the last raid. We'll nip straight over to the lumber mill. And, yeah, I'll loot that shack to start, and that'll give us an idea. We might hear gunshots in the vicinity. I probably should have bugged out as soon as I heard those suppressed SVD shots. I don't know if that was a PMC or if Sturman or some of his guards have suppressed SVDs. But of course, yeah, once we started getting shot at by the unsuppressed SVD, that was 100% one of them. And then, yeah, to be pursued into the woods as well. PMCs do pursue, but they wouldn't have given up chase once we left the area. So the fact that they gave up chase too, pretty confident that was Scav Boss. And look, it does seem to be that they often spawn consecutively. So I can't remember if it was the start of this playthrough or at around about the same time when I started this series. I was bulk interchange running and would almost exclusively die to killer every single time. Likewise, if I went to customs, I'd die to the goons every single time. Or there were periods where I go to Shoreline and the goons run it every single time. I know the goons operate like that, but you know, the scav bosses do seem to be similar in some cases. Until you need to find them. When you need to find the scav bosses and actually kill them yourself, they disappear forever and cease to exist. We did hear shots from over here, but they didn't sound boss-like. Some nosy on in here again. Some more water. Key can go in the docks case. Probably should have that money in the docks case really, but yeah. I think if we survive, it still disappears. So I don't really want to just throw away 5,000 rubles, even if we don't use it. Alright. There is someone up there I've just seen. Oh my god! Yes, Svet Luzeriski. That's the Scav Boss minions, Sturman's minions. So, yep, they were there again. We won't try that one again for a while. We'll move on to something else. But, just pump me full of lead. As they do. What was that? 3 bullets to the thorax? Felt like 1, I will be honest. Okie doke. What is our next play? We've got the Punisher We do need Tushonkers. Car batteries. We are at a point now where most of our tasks are on Shoreline. So that was the plan. That's on factory. We do need to get 2 factory survives for our daily. So I'm wondering... I know we've done a lot of factory lately, but that was running around with a bolt action. We'll go to Shoreline and we'll start on our Shoreline stuff. What we want to do, I do want to replace this. It doesn't have to be that one though, it could also be, get rid of that one, it could also be that. With something we have access to and that is affordable, and I believe that one does the job. Get rid of that one for a bastion. The rest of those will be fine. No, we don't have a muzzle either, so I'll whack that one on. Buy the parts we need. We cannot buy the suppressor, which is fine. It doesn't need to have a suppressor on it anyway. So we'll assemble that. I will try and put a suppressor on it if we can. Let's go about it a different way. There you go. And then lastly, we've got that voodoo. That works on a AKM, so that's great news there. And then with what we've got on hand, 6.5 ergo, 9 ergo, we go that one. We want to chuck a foregrip on it. Which one of these is the foregrip? There's no rail. Ugh. Okay, so link search there. That one gives us a foregrip. That one gives us a tactical. So 6 ergo, 2 recoil, 5 ergo, 2 recoil, 6 ergo, 1 recoil, 5 ergo, 1 recoil, 6 ergo, 2 recoil, 7 ergo. So that's the best one by a mile. And then we whack, it's actually got on the right side for once, a flashlight on there. We don't have a flashlight either, so let's just flashlight with laser. I think that's the one I like. Cheap and effective. So we'll stick that in there. Just to recap and make sure I know where we're going. The Punisher, we're killing scavs. We'll do it at night time so we can get Eagle Owl at the same time. Marking the ambulances. Fishing gear. Okay. So there's not much marking just yet. We still need to do the signal. And courtesy visit. Don't need to mark those. Okay, so we only need 3 markers at the moment. Whoops. But we need that Leatherman tool, which I definitely throw in here. And I'll whack that one on there. And we want to bring this SV98 as well. And just pray for our lives that we don't get assassinated with it, because SV98s are expensive and we need them. Onto Shoreline. It's only 5:30. Hopefully by the time we get in and actually start killing stuff, it'll be after 9 o'clock. Probably not. But anyway. Alrighty. Let's just make sure this is all configured. There we go. It is still daylight, so night owl's probably not going to work for us, but doesn't mean we can't do the other tasks as well. We are in Svetli, which is the little scav village. That's a scav extract there, actually. What I'm going to do, I'm going to zip around and hit this hidden stash here, and then we'll make our way out to some of the ambulances that we need to find. Although courtesy visits that way. Oh, yeah, we can't do both. Can't do it all. Alright, here we are. Oh, very nice. Worth a bit of money. About 80k, I think that is. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time. I might have to have sped through the process of assembling this gun. This was the AKMS we had in our stash. It was 100% stock, and honestly, probably my #1 favorite thing about Escape from Tarkov. One of the reasons I absolutely love this game so much is like the gunplay. Not just like how the guns feel when they shoot, the recoil patterns and all that jazz. But that plays a big role in it, sure. You know, a gun that shoots like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, where it's just generic arcade style shooting. These days, to me, it just doesn't do much. But then the fact that you can literally just pull an entire gun apart and change every single component, not just attachments, but components within the gun. And they all have different effects, you know, different recoil, different ergonomics, different, you know, some of them increase how quickly the gun gets damaged and wears. Some of them, you know, impact the velocity of the bullet, like the diversity of just items in this game, let alone specifically weapon components. It's just phenomenal. And like every update, they just add more. Like, you know, they're not like getting to a point where they're like, okay, we've done enough, we're going to stop now. It's just, it's impressive and it's amazing, and I absolutely love it. This game can be flawed at times. Oop. Got him. There's usually a couple down there. Yeah, you know, PvP games in particular at the moment, pretty hit and miss with the current situation of people not wanting to play fairly. But ultimately, this is why I love this version of the game, because you know your enemies have aimbot. That's a player. I think that was a player. He looked like a player, though I didn't see an armband on him. I definitely made the right choice going this way too. I didn't consider it before. If we'd gone to do courtesy visit, that's a scav. Maybe it was just a scav. If we'd gone to do courtesy visit, oh no. I hit him. It's really hard to gauge fully automatic weapons at such a long range. Let's just see if I can't do this. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm whacking on semi-auto. Whoops. We are here to kill scavs, so these guys aren't much of a threat to me at the moment while they're at this end of the map, way out there. So there's one hiding behind the ship over there. And the other guy we were just shooting at is running here. There he is. He's a player. He's got an armband on. Yeah, that was some bad shots by me. Did not track him appropriately at all. So if that guy runs over to this side of that island, he'll run into that scav and they'll punch on. which is a bit unusual. I didn't realise players spawn in the same spot as scavs. Got him. He fell over. I actually don't really care about this player because we're not here to kill players. So I'll reposition, but you know, unless he starts shooting back at us, I'm not really going to pay too much attention to him. Actually, maybe I should, because especially now that I've aggroed him, he might have a line of sight on us while we're planting the items. Good night. Might reload after that. That mag's probably a bit low. There we go. So the next challenge, we get to the gas station, which will always have AI there. I don't know if other maps are as predictable as Shoreline. This one just seems to be really easy to read, that AI always spawns at the gas station. Sometimes it's scavs, sometimes it's players, sometimes it's both. The fact we haven't heard shots yet suggests to me it's not both. But then the fact that players and scavs spawned on that island and they just didn't even know that the other was there. But it could be both, and they're just too stupid to realise it because, you know, bots. This is typically how I get shooter-born kills in this game as well, because players often spawn way out there on the dock, like this little fella right here. Don't actually know where my bullet's dropping. I didn't hit him then. He went prone, I think. I might have hit him in the leg. Well, he fell over. Probably doesn't count as a shooter-born because I didn't hit him in the head. In fact, I think we have shooter-born, don't we? Does it have to be a headshot? Now ooh, it was a shooter-born kill. There you go. Probably won't get that entire task done because this game is just brutal when you're trying to find AI over 100 meters away. But doesn't hurt to take the shots where you can. Now, that right there is where we need to plant these items. There is often AI right there. So he's dead. But then I'm going to go and clear the gas station as well. Just because if they know you're there, they'll come over and bop you. And while you're planting, you are incredibly vulnerable in that you can't move and often can't even pivot. So zero defensive capabilities whatsoever. Okay, there's a guy on the road there. It's actually quite hard to track while I'm prone. Doesn't look like there's anyone else on the pier at the moment. Now that I think about it too, the pier is another place yet again, and I only do seem to notice this the most on Shoreline. Both AI, scavs and PMCs will spawn there at the same time. And as we just saw, they sometimes don't even realise the other's there. So it's a bit of an odd one. I don't know if it's meant to be that way. Maybe it's not like that in the current version of the game. Here we go, this is a player. No, it's not, it's a scav. It's a dead scav. Oh my goodness. Whoop. So before I do anything else, I'm going to plant these items. That, I think, is over at the power station. Potentially up at the bus depot? Okay. Planting the items. 30 seconds per item and you've got to plant 2. A whole minute of standing out in the open fully exposed. We may not have cleared all of the enemies in the area, so let's just pray that nobody looks at us. Please don't look at me, I am innocent. I am one with the fishing boat. I'm basically just a giant lump of moss with a lot of thought capacity. That's all I am. I don't like silence. Silence means people are looking for fights. I prefer when they're already in them. Come on. The good news is, once these items are placed, we don't have to place them again. We don't pass the mission until we survive and extract, but we don't have to come back. Which is a massive W for these types of tasks. They can get pretty tedious and repetitive, and if you keep dying, they get really frustrating and annoying. So, yay. Okay. I just realised I've still got my customs keys in here, but that's okay. So the last ambulance we need to mark too, that's up at Resort. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, I don't really want to go to Resort. So what I'm thinking I'll do, I'll loot up around here, a few of these kills that we've got. Potentially other scavs might wander over, so we can get a few more scav kills that way. And then we'll go to the pier, and I want to loot up the pier because there's a couple of safes up there, and safes are a great source of money, and money is something that we are just really looking for at the moment. A bit dangerous. I don't typically like doing this, but scavs do have some pretty good stuff on them sometimes, so it's worth checking them. Don't think there's anybody else here. I'll whack my flashlight and laser on just to, because it's not night time, we'll just make it a laser. Just in case. Sometimes there's AI around here. And as long as they're not hiding in these bushes, they won't... Did I just hear something? Oh my god. Worst thing about me trying to play this game is I'm so unsure of myself sometimes. I'll think I hear something, and then I won't be able to confirm if I heard something. And then it might turn out it was nothing. And so I'll walk around acting like it was nothing, and then bang, get bopped because it was actually something. Classic. Classic Beardy. Now, let's loot the not PMC. Yeah, just a scav. Now that we've got the Punisher, I'm going to collect these knives, because we do need a few of them for one of the Punishers. I think it's like 3 or 4. But, there is a chance it's Punisher 1. Sorry, Punisher 2. So I'd rather have them on hand now. be ready to turn them over straight away instead of trying to search them. I know most scavs do have these knives on them, but yeah, they're one of those things. As soon as you need to find them, they stop existing, and I'd rather just not spend all my energy trying to find them, you know what I mean? I don't think there's anybody else here. This will give us an idea. Probably no scavs, because usually scavs will yell out, have a bit of a sook when they hear a grenade. Don't really need a light bulb, but hey, it's loot XP. Doesn't hurt. Given that we're looking for stuff, I might actually clear the building first before I start burying my head in filing cabinets. Hey. Just a bit of money. Nothing amazing. There is one other safe. More money. Okay. We'll have a quick poke around these filing cabinets. And then we'll start making our way out. There's one spot that I do want to check, but I'm a little bit reluctant. If anyone's familiar with the map, there's a radar tower the other end of, like the opposite to where we are now, in terms of the other side of the weather station. I've explained that so poorly. Anywho, I know car batteries spawn there pretty often, so I would like to go and check it for a car battery. But the goons spawn on this map very regularly, and of course they spawn at the weather station. So I'm a bit wary that if I do that, I'm potentially signing myself a death warrant. I'm not going to take the goons on with a packer on, so... There we go. Now I believe there's nobody else on this island. But the bots do like to hide in corners and pretend like they're not here. Which I guess is pretty pretty similar to real life, really. I mean, let's be honest, if I was playing real Tarkov and I heard someone come to the pier, I'd probably hide in a corner and wait for them to come around. Not gonna lie. Not proud of it, but I'm also not very good sometimes, and that's the way that you get kills. So there we go. Sniper's pretty good, actually. I don't think I need a sniper though. It's got garbage ammo in it. That's FMJ, and we've got our big boy scope on the AKM, so that's what we'll use. I might take these flashbangs. I would say you can never have too much grenades, but we are getting to the point where I would actually consider saying, you know what? Potentially too much grenades. Wait, so that was only... Hang on a minute. Was he only a scav? Has that bugged out? I haven't played Shoreline yet, have I? Especially not since I got shootable on. No, you know what? The PMC that was the shooter-born shot was the one on Scav Island. Yeah, hiding behind the boat there. Interesting. I was confused. I didn't think I killed that guy with a headshot, so I was pretty baffled that we'd made progress on Shooter Born in Heaven. But it all makes sense now. All makes sense. Now hopefully nobody sort of rolled up while I was down there, because they can do that sometimes, and it's a really difficult spot to sort of maneuver in and around, because there's not much cover. I've decided I'm not going to go for the car battery. Trekking halfway across the map for one item that potentially might spawn. Not my idea of a good time. And the risk just way too great. Not that we really stand to lose anything. We don't complete a therapist task. I can't remember what it's called now. Healthcare, privacy, whatever it is. Because we still need to mark the ambulance in resort. We do stand to complete fishing gear for Peacekeeper, but again, we've dropped the stuff off, so we just need to survive a Shoreline raid for that. But ultimately, the reason I'm not going to do it is just because so much effort for so little reward. And if I do stuff like that all the time, we'll only get a couple of raids per episode, whereas I'd very much rather finish this and then potentially roll into another raid. And go from there. I don't see any scavs. There's usually scavs in that construction site over there. You sort of see them just running around a bit. I was hoping to pick a few of them off before we get out of here. Oh, there he is. He's right in the middle of the road. How you doing, mate? Oh, I missed. Yeah, the weapon sway on this gun is actually pretty difficult to manage. I assume that's part of the ergonomics stat. I know, because it's an AKMS and it's got the retractable stock, the ergo is actually pretty low. So is the recoil, for that matter. But even with all the attachments we've got on it, I would have actually thought it'd be pretty steady. But yeah, my shooting this raid has not been impressive by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm 100% blaming the weapon. I can and will. Surely there's another one. There's always more than one. Anyway, I guess not this time. So I'll hit a couple of hidden stashes before we extract, as is tradition. In fact, there was one in that construction yard I probably could have looted, but oh well. Not usually AI down here, but they do spawn along this road, and I have seen them come this far down once or twice. In fact, nah. I was considering... Oh no, that's a player. I'm out of stamina. Okay, oh no, I'm way out of stamina. This is not good at all. Well, I'm not going to loot the stashes now, I'm just going to get out. kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Ooh. Gave me a little mini heart attack. Excellent. Yeah, so we killed that bear on Scav Island, and the rest of them were all scavs, which is great. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I actually can't remember how many we need for the Punisher. 15, so we're halfway there. So, great news. But we'll turn in fishing gear. Tiger Safari, so this is another one marking stuff. That's on customs. Forgot about this one actually. And then we come back to Shoreline for Peacekeeper. Now, I don't think we've got a hell of a lot of time left, so rather than go into another full, massive raid, we'll have a bit of fun. So what we're going to do, we need to get 2 survives on factory. We might try and get some progress on secured perimeter. And I feel like there was another one we were going to try and do. We might be able to get PMC headshots with Tremor, but not likely. You sort of have to get injured ahead of time to do that one. And that's right, this one, Chemical Part 3, which just happens to be in the office anyway. So we'll jump into factory for a quick one and give it a whirl. Alright, so we've spawned near the office. I did just hear a PMC to my left, but I'm not going to engage because I want to get to the office as soon as possible. Hopefully he'll chase me. Oh, I thought this one had a flashlight on it, but it does not. I must have taken it off to put it on another gun. That's a whoops. He hasn't pursued. So that's not good. Pretty sure that's guys running around down the bottom. Where's the little... there it is, little chemical thing. Where are you, Chief? Thought I heard him running up this end, but maybe not.
Scav over there!
Oh, Christ. He was down the back there. He's shooting at me.
Shit! I'm reloading!
He's shooting at me through the wall. Silly duffer. I got him. This isn't normally my preferred spot to ambush players, but it seems to work. There's a scav, I think, just walking around over there. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Enter my lair. He ran straight out, I think. No, he didn't. That was a scav. Maybe not. One of them had to have been a player. God, this is getting pretty intense. top up my mags. Nice. Okay, so we've got a couple of player kills. At least 2. I reckon there was a third one in there though. It's going to be hard to get their dog tags because they're all in a pretty exposed area. Ah, this guy was the player. Does have a bigger rig. I'm tempted to take it, but I won't. Nice scavs. That's 2. Get an SV98. Very good. Okay, I'm just going to quickly try and grab this guy's dog tag. That'll do. I don't want to sit there and loot the rest of him because I'll get killed. Oi! That was a flashbang, you're joking. Come on. Come in, I dare ya. I think that's a scav. Or is it him? I think he's on the stairs just here. Maybe? Did I kill this guy? I don't remember that. Oh no, that's who that guy killed just before he ran out. I see. It's just more scavs. Okay, there's plenty of players still around, but I think I need to wrap this up. Oh my god! Oh, Jesus. That was just a PMC. Shot me in the back of the head. Scared the absolute crap out of me. 3 player kills in the office. That's not too bad at all. Oh, we didn't get out with the, well, we didn't get the survive factory exit, and we didn't get the chemical container either. So that's a bit of a bummer. But look, let's be honest, this is actually a really tricky one to do, secured perimeter, particularly when you're not counting on other players. People obviously will go to the office because they need to get these kills, but in this version of the game, they have their pathing, their, you know, their programming, whatever it is that they do. They don't always go there. So we were a little bit lucky there that they sort of just gravitated to that corner of the office, and we managed to get 3 of them within the office area. So that's pretty big dubs there. Would have preferred the extraction, but you know, you can't win them all, and it's still great progress on what is essentially a really tricky task. I believe that is all we have time for though, so hopefully this one's not too much of a long one. As always, thanks very much for everyone watching. Feel free to chuck a comment, chuck a like on the video, give the page a subscribe if you haven't already, share it with your friends. As always, you guys stay awesome. I'll see you next time. Peace out, amigos.